Hi guys, it's Dustin, and thank you so much for parking your butt with me. Happy 4th of July. Not in a Republican way, but in a ethical Kane Vinil way, okay? In a Sufjan Stevens kind of way. And if you are actually celebrating, I hope you eat many hot dogs and light up a lot of firecrackers, okay? Where the police at? Where the police at? Don't pop them on me, though. Don't pop 'em on me, though. That's a Vine, if you guys don't know that reference. Isn't it crazy that Vine used to be like the thing? Like memes from Vine and referencing Vines was internet culture back then, back in the day, back circa I want to say 2018 to 2020, especially because I'm pretty sure Vine stopped in 2017, 2016, and then I feel like there was a resurgence with meme culture when it came to Vines. And then it suddenly stopped. Like, I feel like no one really references Vines anymore, and it's really sad. Because a lot of my humor is just referencing Vines, and now I feel very, like, just out of date. I feel lame. I feel just, like, not funny because Vines are no longer, now we gotta reference freaking, like, TikToks. Okay, no one's referencing a Vine anymore. Get me back to God's country. You know, get me back to when Vine was our humor. Okay, also remember this. Remember when we used to do that? The fuck? Like, remember when we used to do that? We need to get back to our roots, man. Speaking of 4th of July, we need to get back to our roots. Okay? Alright. That's actually very fitting for today's conversation because later in this episode, we're going to be talking about how 2017 to 2020 was our 80s. And we're just going to reminisce on it and on that time. And we're going to reminisce on the trends, the music, the indie pop. We're going to reminisce on the art ho aesthetic. We're going to reminisce on it all. And maybe I'll pull out a ukulele. Who knows? I actually don't have my ukulele with me because if you're watching the video, I also highly recommend you guys watch the video because we have a very cute setup right now. I'm not talking setting wise, but I'm talking about how there's a literal kitten sleeping right next to me right now in the frame. That's why in my voice, you may be hearing that I'm talking a bit more calmly because this little itty bitty baby right here is taking a nap and I don't want to be screaming, even though low key, I think I am. Low key, I think I am, but I think he's fine. He's chilling. He's sleeping. I played with him like a lot. So I feel like I didn't tire him out enough though. Like this cat has a lot of energy. Anyway, explanation. I am in San Francisco right now. If you guys have been listening to the past few episodes, you would know that or maybe I only talked about it on Patreon, I'm not sure which Patreon plug. If you guys don't know, I have a Patreon. I don't make money off this podcast, and if you guys would like to show me extra support, go ahead and go onto Patreon. I do a weekly extended episode of 30 minutes. I take your guys' questions. It's a cute little community on there. You get a shout out at the end of each episode. Your name will be displayed on the screen. There's a lot of perks. I have bonus videos. I spill a lot more tea on there because it's through a paywall. So, very much more unfiltered and it's cute. It's cute. I've gotten a lot of patrons lately because I hard launched my relationship on there. So if you guys want to see what my romantic partner looks like, I guess y'all can go over to Patreon. I think I'm going to do probably a full video with them, like a tag video on Patreon. So stay tuned for that, for the $10 tier bonus video tier. Yep, for the valet tier. We have a parking meter tier and a valet tier. Anyway, back to what I was saying, explanation. Also, laying like this hurts low key. Like this is not the most comfortable way to lay. But I didn't want to move Yeti here, who, by the way, his name is Yeti. I didn't want to move Yeti from his nap spot. So I decided to, work with the surroundings here and get down on his level. Because I think that's the lesson at the end of the day. We all just need to get down to each other's level, see each other eye to eye, hear each other out, right? Unless you're a fucking Republican. Fuck you. I don't like you. Anyway, explanation. I'm in San Francisco right now because I am cat sitting. I actually just got here a few hours ago. I left in this morning. I drove the 2 hours to San Fran from Sacramento, and I'm now in a stranger's home. And you might be thinking to yourself, What? What are you talking about right now, Dustin? Did you just break into this lovely family's home? No, I actually have to make sure like none of like pictures of them are in the background or anything because I don't want to like dox them. I think we're good though. I chose this spot deliberately because we're also on the floor, so like you can't really see anything. But I signed up for this website called Trusted House Sitters, which is basically this website where you can sign up to pet sit for people and house sit for people all around the world. And since I just joined the app, I didn't have a lot on my like resume. Like you have to build up your repertoire. So I didn't have a lot of reviews or anything, obviously, because I just joined the website. So I couldn't like, because some people like go to freaking Hawaii, some people go out of the country for this stuff, and I was getting declined from a lot of people. So I decided, okay, let's start close. Let's start more nearby. Honestly, I'm very surprised I got this one because a lot of the other ones I was applying for in San Francisco, they were also declining me. So I was like, oh my gosh, do I have to do a pet sit in Sacramento, which is where I'm from, but then I finally got an acceptance from this lovely family. And yeah, pretty much it's basically like you care for their pets and in exchange, you get to stay at their home. And that's like kind of how the whole website is. And also, this isn't sponsored by them, by the way. Like genuinely, I just found them myself and I did my own research and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this because I obviously love to travel and it'd be cool to, not have to pay for that travel, or at least for the stay. Because I feel like accommodation is like the most expensive part of traveling. So yeah. Anyway, sign up for the website. Now I'm here. I'm at my first house sit. Hey, and literally day one. And I am pet sitting this lovely little kitten right here. I believe he is like 4 to 5 months. His name is Yeti, and he's like a Siberian kitty. He's so cute. Let me see if you guys can hear him sleeping. Okay, I don't think you guys can hear him. He doesn't snore or anything. He's very quiet, actually. Anyway, also, I wanted to pet sit in San Francisco because also, update, or if you guys do not know, I am planning to move. I don't know when, but I'm just right now I am planning to move out. And I have always thought about living in San Francisco because like that's my problem right now. I want to move. I just don't know where I want to go. I'm going to sit up for a little bit because honestly, that's really uncomfortable like that. I don't know where I want to live. I lived in LA before. I don't know if I want to move back there. I feel like being in my 20s, I would like to, explore and live in different cities and not like go back to something just because I don't know. I while I'm young, I would like to explore as much as I can, and I'd rather not live in LA. But honestly, I could totally see myself moving back, especially for my career. But for now, I'm trying to explore a little bit before I decide anything. So I always thought about living in San Francisco because, it's the next major city in California, and I've grown up near it. I've grown up visiting it, and yeah, so the only thing about that though is like I have not explored a lot of San Francisco. The only times I've came here was like a few times like throughout growing up, and it was always as a tourist. So we were always just like looking at the tourist things, like at the Golden Gate Bridge, doing the tourist things. Well, I never have really gotten to see San Francisco in any other kind of light. So I haven't really explored San Francisco other than the classic cliche tourist stuff, okay, like Union Square and stuff like that. So before moving here, I kind of wanted to get a glimpse of what it would be like to live here as like an actual local and as a person who lives in the residential area, because I've only been in like the bustling parts with all the tourists, and that part is not the most appealing. I haven't really fallen in love with San Francisco. Every time I've came here, it's kind of just been whatever. Like, it's kind of been like, honestly, low-key scary. Just because it is such a small space with so many people. And I don't know, there is a lot of like crime here, I guess. And like, as in crime, more so just like car breaking ins and stuff like that. Like, you see that. Like, the crime rate definitely is a bit higher here. And, never really fallen in love with it. And the parking here is probably worse than Los Angeles, and it's also very hilly, and overall, like, those were some concerns about why I haven't fallen in love with San Francisco, but I wanted to give it a chance. So that's why I'm here. I'm here for the next 10 days. I'm in like a very residential area. So I'm hoping these next 10 days I'll get to just explore, see what it's actually like living here, and just get a taste of what it is actually like to live here. And then maybe I'll want to move here. But who knows? I'm just kind of exploring right now, seeing the vibe. Yeah, overall, that's pretty much why I am in San Francisco right now, in a random family. I haven't even met them because they left before I got here. So, because they're on vacation right now. So I kind of just showed up, and my significant other is visiting me. I'm going to come tomorrow, and we're just going to explore San Francisco. They're only going to be here for a few days, and then I'll spend the rest of the time by myself, I guess. I do have like a few friends here and like family and cousins and stuff in the Bay. So it's not like a completely foreign place to me, honestly. Weekly check-in. So I am doing pretty well. I had a pretty stressful week just from coming back from Seattle. I've just been like working a lot. And now that I'm in San Fran though, I feel more relaxed. I'm trying to not make this like a vacation just because I feel like I travel a lot. So I'm trying to make it seem like I'm trying to pretend that I actually live here for the next 10 days. So I'm trying not to like do a bunch of tourist things all the time. And like, I want to relax. I want to like try to keep my normal schedule, like go to the gym, edit, like work still, and then maybe do like one thing a day to explore the city a bit. I have been like mental health hasn't been the greatest. I think I learned recently that I may or may not be depressed. I was talking to this with my significant other. I was just explaining how like I don't really get excited about things anymore. Like unless it's like something really stimulating and I'm real like and it's happening right then and there. But I don't really get excited anymore about what's an example? Like anything. Like I just genuinely do not get excited about things that I should be excited for. And that's been me for like a while now, and I never really understood why this happens. And they brought up, oh, it might be depression. And I was like, nah, like I don't want to kill myself. Like I'm not that sad. You know, I think I'm a normal amount of sad. But that's been on my mind lately. I'm like, oh my God, am I actually depressed? Like what's going on? And I just haven't gotten excited about things in a while. Not that I'm not like, I don't know. I just feel like I lose my motivation really fast. And like, for example, this pet sitting thing, like in the moment when it came up like yesterday and today when I was driving here, like I didn't have this burst of excitement in me. I wasn't like, I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. Like, it was kind of just like, okay, let's do this thing. Like everything kind of feels underwhelming, and it sucks because I feel like I should be excited about this stuff. Like it's good to be excited, you know, it keeps you thriving in life. And I've just, I don't know. So that's been kind of me. And also it doesn't help that I posted 2 videos this week and they're not doing as well. Honestly, I can't even say it's not as well as I thought because I kind of knew they wouldn't do well just because I feel like in general, the videos, I don't know, I'm trying my best to like not let views and analytics like scare me and deter me from like making one. Like right now, my focus is to just make videos, keep it pushing, post a video, don't obsess over the views and like change the thumbnail and title 1,000 times. Like just post a video. If people don't want to watch it, then they don't want to watch it and move on and keep posting a new video. But I feel like with every video I post, I'm afraid if the more I post, the lesser views there will be, and then I'll have no job. And then I'll be broke and I'll have no job. So that's another thing that's been stressing me out a lot lately. And, you know, I think valid, right? I think that's pretty valid. This cat is so cute. Can you guys see him? He's curled up right now and you can see his little pink toes. Can y'all see his pink toes? Ah, yeah, he's so cute. I have to feed him. Oh, actually I have to feed him after this podcast because it's 5 o'clock and he has to eat around 5 or 6. So, all right, once I finish this podcast, I'm going to feed this cat. So yeah, in general, life's very interesting. Mentally, I'm working on it. I'm gonna talk more about this on a YouTube video, I think, where I just catch up with you guys and open up a little bit more. But yeah, I'm trying to take care of myself right now, trying to take care of my mental health. And that being said, I am like, while I'm not like super ultra excited about, being in San Francisco, it is really cool. I can like realize that this is cool and a cool opportunity, and I'm grateful to be here. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. That was my weekly check-in. Other weekly check-in things, I have been looking a lot at the Paper Republic journals. That's been my obsession this week, is the Paper Republic journals. And if you guys don't know what Paper Republic journals are, it's basically these really overpriced pieces of leather. Not to shit on Paper Republic. Like, if you're watching this, Paper Republic, I love you, and please let me be a part of your ambassadorship, because I did apply for that. I actually lied and was like, yeah, I have a Paper Republic product before. I don't. I'm planning on it, but I would like to get a discount code for myself first, like a discount affiliate link, so then I can use that discount code for myself to order my own things with my own discount code, if that makes sense. Anyway, they're basically these like leather covered journals with like bands on them, and you can put in notebooks and stuff, and it's like just a nice cover planner thing. I don't even know how to describe it. It's literally just like a leather cover journal. And it's very, very cute. It patinas, so it like ages with time, and it's so charming. It's like one of those things that like you invest in and you'll keep forever. Like, that's kind of the whole premise of this Paper Republic journal. And you guys might have heard of the Luis Carmen journals. That's like an even more expensive version, even though Paper Republic is already pretty expensive. So they're basically just like these fancy leather journals, and you can insert like these notebook refills in them. And the whole idea of it that I love is that it like is a product that's supposed to be with you for your entire life, and it's supposed to last forever, which I really love that idea. And if you guys know anything about me, I'm all about timeless. I'm all about investing in purchases you buy, and buying once, not buying a crappy product and like having to rebuy it every few years. I want just one good thing. So I have been obsessed with Paper Republic journals lately, and I've just been watching TikToks on it. And I'm like, really, I told myself that I wasn't going to buy one until I finished my summer journal, because I didn't really like get into them until 2 or 3 months ago. And by then I already bought my summer journal. And if you guys don't know, my summer journal is just like a journal I keep in the summer. I did this last summer. It's just a journal that I keep during the summer. I start a new journal, and my goal is to finish the journal by the end of summer. And I try to journal every day, tape stuff into there, and just document my summers, because you only have 10 summers in your 20s, and I'm trying to remember it. So I already bought like this moleskin journal, and I was like, I don't want to buy another journal, because bitch, I am that type of person that just buys journals and doesn't fill them up and then just sits on my bookshelf. Like, I didn't want to buy yet again another journal after I just bought a moleskin one. So I told myself, okay, Dustin, you could finish this moleskin one first, and then you could buy it. But this week I almost broke my promise and was like, oh, I think I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna buy it, because I'm obsessed. But I did hold off on it until I can get my discount code. So that's what held me off. But I was literally, it was in my car. I was like, okay, I'm about to buy the shit right now. But then I was like, oh, I found out you can have your own discount code. And I was like, okay, wait, let me wait for that then. So what a stupid weekly check-in. I'm so sorry. Did you guys even need to know about that? I just feel like my viewers have similar interests as me. And if I like Paper Republic journals, y'all probably know what's up too. Y'all probably like that shit too. Y'all probably have that shit. That's probably sitting on your desk right now, huh? Y'all probably have Paper Republic journals, huh? Yeah. And I know y'all were Study Blur bitches. What y'all know about Study Blur? Okay? Because I know if you're a Dustin Vung fan, yeah, you know what Study Blur is. I bet you were part of the community. Let's get into Study Blur, because that's also kind of a part of the 2017 to 2020 era. I definitely was a part of it, but Study Blur, if you guys did not know, is basically it was like study content on the internet, and there were Study Blur YouTubers as well. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, if you look up Study Blur on Pinterest, it will pop up, but it's basically just like aestheticizing studying and academics. I'm talking really cute notes. I'm talking cute stationery. I'm talking zebra mild liners, okay? What y'all know about that? I'm talking about Muji pens. All right. And what else? Lo-fi girl. Lo-fi was a big staple of the Study Blur community. Yeah, guys, oh my gosh, I went to Daiso the other day and there were zebra mild liner highlighters there. And I was like, what? Wow. Cause those things used to be hard to come across. You used to have to order that shit online and it was so expensive that Daiso actually used to have a dupe that I still have. I still have them. A dupe of the zebra mild liners. And now they have the actual zebra mild liners at Daiso, which I was like, whoa, how times have changed. How the mighty have fallen. Because what are you doing in Daiso? Not to diss on Daiso, I love Daiso, but zebra mild liners used to be bougie. The rich kids used to have that. I never had them. And then I just saw them sitting there at Daiso. Crazy, because in 2017, that shit would have been sold out. Low-key, I miss Study Blur days. There used to be so many Study Blur YouTubers, but I feel like, do those even exist anymore? I feel like they kind of fell off just because that era has just changed. And that era of influencers changed. I don't know. It probably exists. It's just because I'm not in school that it doesn't pop up for me anymore. But I feel like all the Study Blur YouTubers I used to watch just stopped posting all of a sudden. I don't know. But I love Study Blur. Oh my gosh. I remember I used to write notes at school, come home, and spend hours rewriting my notes for no reason. The first notes I wrote were good. I just rewrote them because I wanted them to be pretty. And I would do calligraphy. I would do cool fonts, draw my own cool fonts and highlighters. And it was a vibe. I had those Muji pens. Yeah, with my dupe Daiso zebra mild liner highlighters. Yeah. Good days. I actually painted the lo-fi girl on my graduation cap. That's how much that girl helped me out. That's how much that girl impacted me for real. Also, this week I tried the Benson Boone crumble cookie. Moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, and it feels so. This cat's probably so annoyed with me. Yeah, tried the cookie with my sister. Low key, not that bad. Low-key, not that bad. Nut. Nut. Low-key was good. Okay, actually, maybe not nut. That might be a bit too much. And I don't think it deserves a nut. But it definitely was I needed this. It was I needed this crumble cookie. I did only take about 2 bites for it, and it was for TikTok. But it wasn't that bad. I expected it to be, because it was it was a chocolate cookies and cream lemonade mixture, and I was like, what the frick? What? But it didn't taste that bad. Low-key, it was not that bad at all. Benson Boone, that little Mormon boy that backflips. Lastly, okay, this is my last weekly check-in. This past week, my friend Amber and I, we went back to our roots, okay? We did the OG thing we love doing, which is getting dressed up, going to get a coffee, and then taking pictures of each other. So we haven't done that. No joke. We probably haven't done that since 2021. And we were talking about it this past few months. We were like, we need to start doing that again because we never have pictures anymore. We never have pictures to post on Instagram anymore. All we have are freaking photo dumps, photo dump this, photo dump that. Downfall of the photo dump. Okay. Stop with the photo dumps. We need to stop. Bring back singular photos. Bring back just an outfit pic. Bring back not a I feel like photo dumps are now all you see, and I'm guilty of this. I freaking do photo dumps, but it's because I don't be going out and taking dedicated pictures. I don't have fire pictures anymore because I'm not putting in the effort. I used to put in the work. I used to put in the fucking work, and now all I want to do is just lay around, live my life, be present in the moment. No, you better get dressed up and go outside and take some freaking outfit pics, Dustin. What? I'm joking. Be present, whatever. But actually, I want to do both. Photo dumps are cool and all, but I want to do both. My friend Amber and I, we got dressed, we went out, we got coffees, and we took photos of each other. We took outfit pics. I didn't really love my outfit, so I don't know if I'm even going to post the pictures. But that all is background to say is... Wait, background to say? That's all to say. I don't know. Backstory. I don't know. That's all to say. We were taking pictures in this alleyway, and it wasn't like a creepy alleyway, by the way. It was like literally in our downtown of our suburb. It's very safe. It's very charming, actually. It's not creepy at all. It's not scary at all or dangerous at all. So we were in this little alley. There was like brick. We were taking pictures in front of this door, in front of the speakeasy, actually, and it was very cute. And there was this truck, right? There's this big white truck. And in my head, I'm kind of like, oh, they're just loading out some food, probably. Like, there's restaurants around here. They're probably just loading out food. And we're taking pictures, and this guy who like is running the truck, he walks out, he goes into this building. And we're not thinking anything of it. We're still taking pictures right next to this truck because this little doorway is cute. We're like, oh, cute, cute. And then he comes out with, what is it called? I want to say trolley, but I feel like it's definitely not a trolley. It's one of those like benches that you move at a hospital with a body on it. What are those called? I don't know. I don't know what that's called, but I'm going to call it a trolley. He comes out with this like metal rolling trolley with like blue tarp over it with a body-shaped thing underneath the tarp. Yeah. A dead body. Here's the thing. I saw that and I was like, okay. Okay, and we continue to take our pictures, and Amber's looking at it too. She's like, "Is that a body?" Like, and I'm like, I think so. I don't know. It was such an Aki vibe. I was like, and then we're just like trying to pose and take our pictures as this man is loading up, because we're not far away from this guy. We're like maybe 5 feet away from this guy, and he's loading up this dead body into it's not like a medical vehicle. It's not like an emergency care truck. It's not none of that, okay? It's not like what is it called? Why am I forgetting all the words? What is an emergency vehicle called? Like, I don't freaking remember, but it was just a normal, think of a freaking like U-Haul type metal truck, like a Walmart loading truck. That was the type of truck. It was just this white metal truck, like a normal truck. It opens like a U-Haul. Like, it was not a medical type vehicle, okay? It didn't have doors in it. And it was gigantic. So this guy comes out with that trolley with this blue tarp over it. We can't really see the body, obviously, because it's covered by the blue tarp, but it's definitely a body shape. Like the feet, like you can see it. And I'm like, that's very interesting that they put blue tarp over it. Is that normal? So we quickly take our pictures and we're like, let's get the fuck out of here. Because low-key, me being me, I was like, should I ask if this is a dead body? Should I ask him? Because I'm just nosy like that. I ended up not, because he actually loaded in the body, was in the truck, closed the truck, like, and only left like a gap open, and then walked into the truck. So then we left. And by the way, we're very confused because this was not a hospital. So we walk by, and then I read on the door of the truck that it says like some type of medical research institute. And I'm like, oh, okay, so it's like a medical thing. It's probably like it makes sense then, right? But then I'm like, I keep thinking about it, and I'm like, this feels weird still. I'm like, this type of vehicle doesn't make sense to like store dead body in it. I was like, do medical research institutes like store dead bodies in like these type of trucks? Like that doesn't, because it wasn't like a emergency vehicle type car. It was just like a normal truck, like a normal metal type truck that you see at Walmart vibe. And it was like all white. So I keep thinking about it, and I'm like, okay. So we're in the car, and I'm like still thinking about it, and I'm telling her, I'm like, that makes no sense. Do medical research institutes put dead bodies in normal type of trucks? So I have her Google it. I'm like, Google it for me while I'm driving. I'm like, Google if medical research institutes use those type of trucks. So we Google it, and it's like, yes, sometimes they do. And I'm like, okay, right? And then she like looks at the images, and she's like, wait, but like, look, like these people have, or like when she looked it up, actually, it was talking about some type of refrigeration. Usually it's like a refrigerated type truck. And I was looking at it and I was like, there wasn't refrigeration in there. That was definitely just like a normal metal truck. And then we look at images and the guys are like in like white like suits, like the type to like not get infected, like to protect themselves. It's like medical stuff, medical gear. And they're wearing like masks and stuff like that when they're like transferring the dead body because there was like images transferring the dead bodies. This guy was just wearing normal clothes. Like he was not masked up. He wasn't wearing any type of like white outfit, like not a lab coat. Like he was just a normal guy loading in a dead body. And I was like, that's freaking weird. And we tried looking at maps and to see if there's a hospital or some type of medical thing nearby. There wasn't. There was no hospital nearby. There was no medical type building nearby. Because we were literally in downtown of our little suburb, okay? Like there's only restaurants and cafes and bars. And it was just a really strange thing. And I kept overthinking stuff like where did that dead body come from? Was it like what if it's like a sex trafficking thing? I don't know. But that creeped me the frick out. And I was like, I'm still thinking about that. I'm like, what a weird situation, right? I don't know. Let me know if you guys know anything about that. If you guys work for like I should have took a picture of the logo. I probably should have took a picture of the logo, but it said like some type of medical research institute. I'm just gonna trust and hope that that was just some type of research building and they were researching a dead body and then transferring it. I don't know, but that was weird and scary. And that was my last weekly update, I guess. That's the last thing on my weekly update. Wow. Talking about dead bodies. So exciting. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Another thing I wrote down is, guys, kind of in hand of like my career crisis, how I knew my clout was going down. And I'm not embarrassed about that. I will, facts are facts. My clout has gone down. Okay. Especially if we're talking about 2020 today, my clout has definitely gone down from 2020. Because all my comments I get now on like TikToks and stuff, it's like, oh my God, I used to watch you all the time. I grew up with you. I used to watch you so much back in 2020. Like, I get those comments all the time. And also when I meet a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, I used to watch you all the time in 2020. They always tell me that. And then in my head, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. But also, used to? Oh, you used to watch me. Used to. What happened? Because I still make fire content. Why'd you stop watching me? I also understand at the same time, like people grow out of creators. I do the same. But I'm kind of just like, damn. Did I not like elevate enough? I don't know. But that being said, this past week, someone on TikTok made an edit of me. Should I shout them out? Their username? Let me see what their username is. They made an edit of me. And literally, I have not gotten it was like one of those memes where it's like, back in my day. I have not gotten an edit of me literally, I don't think since 2021. Like, I think that's the last time I ever got an edit made of me. So in the year of 2025, Dustin Vung getting an edit, am I having a Dustin Vung resurgence? Because I think when you get edits, that's when you're having a resurgence. Because I literally have not had, like, back in 2020, I used to have so many edits of me made. I used to have like fan art in my tagged on Instagram. I used to always have like tags from people. Like, I literally haven't had that since that era. So the fact that this past week I got an edit made of me, I was like, holy fucking shit. Let me see their user. Their user is Junie's underscore girl. Junie's underscore girl. They made a TikTok edit of me, and I was like, holy shit, I commented, I haven't got an edit since like 2020. This is so cute. Thank you. Like, thank you. And then I was like thinking about that, and that's when I had the revelation that I was like, oh my God, I haven't had edits made of me in a long time. And I'm just like, bring back making edits of me, guys. Can people please make edits of me again? Because I would like to watch them. Make edits of me. Bring back Dustin Vung edits in 2025. Here, I'll give you guys something to work with. Wait. Okay, actually that don't make an edit out of that. That was actually horrible. I can't edit farm when I'm laying down. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Anyway, that actually sucked. That was so bad. That was so bad. Also, another thing is I was looking into because there was this content I'm revealing like my truth. There was this content creator and I was like I like her content, but there's just something awky about her. Like there's something off about her. I was like, I don't like I like your content, but you have a weird vibe that's like creeping me out. And I think one of the things that creeps me out is that she doesn't like emote a lot. Like she's kind of like scarily monotone and like her face doesn't move and stuff like that. And it kind of scares me. She's like so emotionless. So I was like, does this girl have Botox? Like this girl has to have had some work done. So then that's what I was looking up. That's how I came across Snark pages on Reddit. So I started looking that up and like reading into it because I asked one of my friends who like watches her as well, and she told me that apparently she claims that she doesn't have any work done. But I was like, what? This girl definitely has freaking work. Also, ooh, I wish I could share this tea. I wish I could share this tea right now, but I'll have to be broad about it. I don't want to say I don't like this girl, but another thing is like, apparently this girl has talked shit about one of my other friends, and I'm fucking loyal. And if you're talking shit about my friends, I don't like you. So I heard that and I was like, oh, wait, don't like this girl. This girl's like, her vibe is weird. And she also is kind of has weird lore, and I don't like that. Also, I don't like when people have plastic surgery and they don't like admit it. Not that it's like anyone's business, but also I feel like it creates this beauty standard that's unreachable and creates these horrible expectations. So if you do have plastic surgery and you're like a influential figure, just say if you did or not. Like it's really not that big of a deal. Like not everyone, but a lot of people in the industry have it. And I think it's healthier to just admit it and keep it lighthearted. You don't have to make it a serious thing. You'd be like, oh yeah, I did, haha. Like that Leah girl from Love Island, she admitted, oh girl, I have a nose job. Like she was so nonchalant about it. And I feel like I don't like when people hide it. Cause like, or my friend Jasmine, she got a boob job, made a whole YouTube video about it and was like very transparent about that. Like I like when people are transparent and keep it authentic and real. And I don't know, I don't like when people hide it. Especially like these certain types of people who are like trying to keep this image that they're just like, oh, I'm just like this. And like, oh, like, I don't know. Bleh. Anyway, that's all to say. Oh my God, how did I even get into this? I don't know. Plastic surgery, shit like that. What the fuck? Anyway, this girl clearly has plastic surgery, by the way. Like, my friend told me she claims she doesn't, but after reading these Reddit pages, they also had receipts. Like, they had before images, and I was like, that girl totally, her nose is completely different, blah, 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 blah. Not that it matters, by the way. Like, I'm not against plastic surgery. Like, you go, girl. But I hate when people lie about it. That's the thing. So, yeah. And also, it's very obvious this girl has plastic surgery. I just wanted confirmation on it. Anyway, I found... Oh, why are you shaking, baby? Must be dreaming. Must be dreaming. I found this Reddit Snark page, and then I looked my name up because I wanted to see if anyone was talking shit about me. So I look up my name, bitch. Nowhere to be found on these Reddit spaces. What the fuck? And you guys might be thinking, why would you want to be on a Snark page of people talking shit about you? But like, y'all, if people are talking shit about you, that means you're relevant. And the fact that I don't have a Reddit Snark page, like, what the fuck? Guys, why is no one talking shit about me? Oh my God, why am I not on these Snark pages? Especially because there's like Asian creator specific Snark pages. Why am I not up in there? Am I not relevant enough? God. I'll know I made a comeback once, one, more people make edits to me, and two, I'm up on these Reddit Snark pages and people are talking shit. That's how I know I made it. I'm back, baby. But until then, I guess I'll just live this unproblematic life. I don't freaking know. Do I need to say some problematic shit? I did do something problematic. Because there was this trend about like bullies or like high school bullies or something like that. So I participated. I don't even remember the sound or anything, but I participated in this trend, and it's like you say something you're doing that's like really cool versus your high school bully or something like that. And I said, something like, you used to make fun of my YouTube channel, but now I get to travel the world, and you're doing you're studying, you're in school for a major you don't like, or something like that. I said something like that, and apparently that stirred the pot. Apparently that's the most controversial thing I've ever said in my entire life, in my career. Because I got a few comments. I think I privated it. I don't even know. It wasn't like crazy. It was just literally maybe a few comments about, I don't know, about insensitivity about that. But low key, like, I feel like people were looking at that TikTok and reading way too hard into it, because clearly it was going against like my high school or I didn't even have high school bullies, like my middle school bullies, or like people who used to like make fun of my YouTube channel. I was going after them, and I was like, so if you caught a stray, that's on you, baby. If you caught a stray, like, this wasn't directed towards you. Maybe look inward. Don't blame me for calling that out, you know? And also, here's the thing. Okay, first of all, not only was that TikTok meant for the people who used to make fun of my YouTube channel, the whole premise of that TikTok was like, these people used to make fun of me for doing something I love, and now I get to continue to do that thing I love, and they get to do something they don't love. That was the whole point of the TikTok. But honestly, it was probably just like one person. You know who you are. You know who you are. It was just like probably like one person who was like talking shit about that and be like, don't you think you're being insensitive, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, baby, if you caught a stray, I'm sorry, but like, this wasn't meant for you. Also, another thing, you don't have to do something you hate in college. Now, I understand it is a privilege to do something like creative. Like, not everyone gets to, like, I don't know, especially if you're not paying for your own college and your parents want to. But like, at the end of the day, it's your life, and it's up to you and for you to have your own strength to choose the major you want. Okay? Like, don't blame that on me, baby. You can choose even if it's something like you don't really want to do, but you're okay with it. You know, like I know bitches don't want to be a financial advisor, but some people choose to be that because they know it makes a lot of money, and they're okay with that. And then they can use that to fund their passions, and they're fine with that. And that makes them happy. That could be you. Anyway, maybe I just stirred the pot again. That's controversial, but I'm going to stand by that. I stand by that fucking TikTok, and I don't care. I don't care, because it wasn't meant to, like, it's not meant to call out people who are in school studying something they don't like. Because also, newsflash, a lot of people do that. You can just change your major or choose a different path. Like, I don't know. Anyway, all I have to say is I posted that TikTok for the bullies. So if maybe you were the bully, and that's why that person was so mad, because they were the bully. The killer. You were the killer. Okay, 2017 to 2020. I don't know if you guys heard, but a lot of people have been saying 2017 to 2020 was our 80s. Okay? And I really loved that. That was such a prime, and I don't even know if I'm just being nostalgic, because I'm a fucking nostalgic bitch. Nostalgia is a disease. And I've been very nostalgic this past week. But I really loved that era. I think it was like prime YouTube era. There were so many cute trends, and I've talked about this in my most recent, like, reacting, because in my most recent YouTube video, I did a video where I reacted to a letter I wrote my future self when I was 18, and now it's 5 years later, so I was reacting and having a conversation with my 18-year-old self, so y'all should go watch that if you're interested. And I kind of just wanted to talk about 2017 to 2020. I wanted to go over some trends. I want to just talk about it in general, and yeah. So let's get into it. First of all, I want to talk about the music. Spend all my nights alone waiting for you to call me. Brockhampton ran 2020. Brockhampton ran 2020, along with just indie pop in general. I think bedroom pop and indie pop ran 2017 to 2020 as a whole. I'm talking MXM Tune. I'm talking Claro. Like, yeah. I've been getting so many TikToks about 2020 and like 2020 music and stuff like that. And one thing that I've been seeing a lot of TikToks about are 2019 sunsets. Y'all, I don't know what has happened to our sunsets, but something about 2019 sunsets hit different. maybe there was more pollution in the air. I don't know, but I can't really I feel like we'd have more pollution now. But something about a 2019 sunset, like you'd probably go grocery shopping at Target, you walk out of the parking lot, boom. The most gorgeous sunset of your life. I'm talking saturated pink, orange hues, the most beautiful clouds, and it's just a Thursday evening and you're walking out of a store. You didn't have to climb no mountain or anything, and there was just this most gorgeous sunset. And how I know that's true is because I remember back in 2020, I had this video where I did a sleepover with my friends, and the sunset, I remember like the sunset in that video was like the epitome of a 2019 sunset. Oh my God, I don't even know what happened to those type of sunsets. Now I feel like sunsets aren't as gorgeous as that. I don't know, I miss a 2019 sunset. That was the time. I can't believe you'd just be like walking out of a grocery store. Boom. The most gorgeous sunset you've ever seen in your entire life. Like, bring back 2019 sunsets. I don't know how we can actually bring back 2019 sunsets. I think that's just kind of up to Mother Nature. That's up to the universe. Hey, anyone up there want to give us a 2019 sunset? Let me know. Hit it. Thank you. Now we're going to bring it back to more 2017, 2018, the art ho aesthetic, okay? I'm talking mustard yellow. I'm talking Dodie. I'm talking ukuleles. And I'm not talking Colleen Ballinger apology video. Obviously, as expected, I definitely was an art ho kid. Literally, if you go back on my YouTube channel, y'all can see that. I was an art ho kid, okay? I loved yellow. I love zucchini. I loved yellow. Mustard yellow. Mustard yellow, isn't it crazy how, like, do you remember that era in 2020 when everyone loved sage green? Like, sage green, everything. Painting everything sage green. Sage green was the vibe. And before sage green, we had mustard yellow. I remember, like, if you guys don't know who Dodie is, she's a YouTuber and she's, like, single-handedly probably made the economic boom of ukuleles for real. She was that ukulele girl. I feel like this was the most wholesome era. Like, everyone would just, like, wear mom jeans and roll them up, overalls, yellow tees. Oh, or get a t-shirt and, like, get those, like, iron-on patches. That was so 2017. The glasses, the round circle glasses, the Konkin backpacks. Ugh, I remember I wanted a Konkin backpack so bad, and I didn't get one until, like, later on, probably 2018 or 2019. I got a red one, not a yellow one. A red one, because I wanted it to be different or whatever. And I remember Konkin backpacks were like a luxury back then. Now I feel like the luxuries now and the trends are just probably thousands of fucking dollars. It's like fucking vintage shit. But back in the day, like a Konkin backpack that was $100, that was our expensive shit. That was the bougie shit. But yeah, I feel like now sage green. Oh, back to the sage green thing. I feel like now sage green is out. And like I remember back in that time, everyone was like, yes, sage green, timeless. And now it's out, and like everyone, like, I don't know. Maybe I know a lot of people still like green, but I feel like sage green specifically was the color. And now I feel like it's red. Like I feel like red is the new in color, as well as probably butter yellow, just because I'm pretty sure that's like the Pantone of the year, right? Butter yellow. Moving on more to 2018 and 2019, this was meme culture. Okay, this was like those videos. You guys might have actually found me through this video. Send this to your crush type videos. Y'all know that? This is like Emma Chamberlain prime time when she did like those videos with all the sound effects and actually I might actually watch one of those videos later today because I'm in San Francisco and she grew up in this area and it might be the vibe actually. Thrifting, Antonio Garza, like the meme effects, the memes, vines, like this was meme culture, meme everything, and clout goggles. Y'all remember clout goggles? Yeah. Slap those bitches on me right now. Yeah. Clout goggles? I can't believe we used to just wear those out. Just like unironically, we just were like, oh yeah, we're wearing these. And like, not to shit on clout goggles because I'm pretty sure they stem from the 60s, right? There's like some type of, is it the 60s or am I getting my eras mixed up? I don't remember, but there are ways to like make clout goggles cool because they were like vintage. They were like back then. There are ways to make it look cool, but I think the ones we were freaking wearing were just, or we would just wear a normal outfit, throw on clout goggles. Like, what the fuck? I love that era. Probably my most favorite era, I will say. 2018 to 2019 prime YouTube, prime Emma Chamberlain, like Conan Gray. If you guys watched my last video, shout out Conan Gray. I was listening to Kid Crow today because I was nostalgic. I was also listening to Olivia Rodrigo-Sour because I was being nostalgic. But like prime. I loved 2018 and 2019. What a great time for the internet space, for real. For real. Also, the Sister Squad. Did Dramageddon happen in 2019? I'm pretty sure Dramageddon happened in 2019 too. Yeah. And then we have 2020. A year I hold very dear to my heart because this is the year I feel like I truly blew up on YouTube. Obviously, this was the year of COVID, which is sad and was a dark time. But it was also the year of like content creation. This was the year of like TikTok heavily. I remember this was like a time I was really sad, but like career-wise. Hi, are you awake? Hi, Yeti. Oh, nope. He just curled up again and laid back down. I would like for you guys to see him. I don't know why he's like taking a long nap. He's taking a long cat nap, and I would like you to see his face. He has a beautiful, bright blue eyes. That usually blue eyes scare me in people, but with cats, beautiful. You'll never catch me hating on a blue-eyed cat, but blue-eyed white bitches, you might catch a stray or two. I'm sorry. But yeah, 2020 was a great time, and I feel like it was a year of like painting everything. Like, remember when you would bring your mirror outside just to take photos? Yeah. And painting mirrors, clouds, painting on your shoes, painting on hydro flasks, pearl necklaces were a thing. I remember I was ahead on the pearl necklace trend because go back to my thrifting in the city video, or teens go thrifting in the city video or something like that. I was talking about how I wanted to wear pearl necklaces and how pearl necklaces should come back. And then after I said that, they came back. Just saying. But yeah, pearl necklaces were a big thing, at least for me. What else was big in 2020? Charms, I feel like charm bracelets and like color was big. Air Force Ones. I don't know. What else was big in 2020? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. I also wrote down MXM Tune because shout out MXM Tune. She was a big part of my playlist back in that time. Like Prom Dress, Fever Dream. I also feel like it was like saturation everything in 2020. Like bring that saturation up, bring color. That was the whole thing. Which is why I feel like people are saying like 2020 was our 80s or 2017, 2020 was our 80s because it was such a first of all, very defining era. Like there's definitely a style within those years that you can like totally like just be like, oh, this was that era. This was 2017, 2020. There's also so much color, which I feel like is very reminiscent of the 80s, obviously. Not to say like the 80s was like is obviously 2017 to 2020 was our 80s is like a joke. It's not like actually was our 80s. But it is kind of similar. Like it was just a very colorful time, which is why I feel like people are saying that. You know, bring back 2017 to 2020. We need more days like those. More days like these. Like, please. That's my dream date. Anyway, moving on to getting deep in the passenger seat. This is the segment where I answer your guys' questions. Let me see on Patreon if we have any questions. JP says, once you try out San Francisco, which places do you want to sit at next? After San Francisco, I think I want to house sit. Maybe I'll probably house it in LA and in New York, especially if I can get a longer stay in New York. That would be really cool because I want to be there in the fall. And abroad, like that's my goal, is to like be able to go abroad because there's you can go abroad. There's not like too many opportunities. Like you kind of have to look out for them, but there are house sitting opportunities abroad. And I would really, my dream is probably like be abroad somewhere in Italy, for like a few weeks, maybe 3 weeks to a month or something. I would love to do that. So honestly, I think that's all for getting deep in the passenger seat. Guys, ask me questions below in the comments. I need more questions to answer for this segment. I feel like it's been sparse lately. Guys, be sure to ask me questions below for this segment and you will get a shout out, okay? As for on Aux this week, Virgin by Lorde. As you guys know, I am a huge Lorde fan. I'm going to be seeing her at the Seattle show in October. So if you guys will be there, try to find me and say hi. I would love to meet you. Yeah, on Ox this week has been Lord's newest album. Now, here are my opinions on it. Maybe I'll talk more later on once I let it marinate. But my first listen through the album, I wasn't like connecting to it. I wasn't vibing with it. And I was like, but that was only one listen through. I was like, okay, let me let this marinate. Let me let this marinate. And now I have listened to it maybe 2 to 3 times now. And I think it's growing on me for sure, but it's not hitting. It's not hitting me. And I don't know. I think I'm going to try to keep listening to it more. Not to say it's a bad album at all, by the way, guys. It is a good album. I think it's just different. But I feel like every Lorde album is different. So that's not really crazy. But for some reason it's just hard for me to connect to this one. I don't know why. I think sonically it's just not. I don't know. It is a very experimental album, which I like. But I think it's going to take me a minute. Not to say I don't like it, though. I do like it. I'm listening to it. I'm vibing with it. It's just I'm not love it. None of the songs are really my favorite. I think if I were to pick my favorites, I love David and Man of the Year. Those are probably my top 2 off the album right now. I don't know. I just think something about the sound, something about the lyrics. It's not it's harder for me to connect to. But I think with time, I'll probably end up loving it. Let's be real. Which is very interesting because I feel like her last album, Solar Power, was so hated. But I loved Solar Power right away. So I don't know what about this album is not making me not that I don't like it, just not that I'm just not yes, this is my album. Because right now, I'd probably rate it the lowest out of all her albums for me personally. But I don't know. I'm gonna let it marinate. I'm gonna let it marinate a little bit. And I'm gonna listen to it a few more times. Again, I'll probably end up loving it, but we'll see. But yeah, I still highly recommend you guys go listen to it because it is an overall beautiful album with really interesting sounds. And I don't know, it's very experimental, and I really like that. I also watched, kind of on the same tune of something that is experimental and that I don't like right away, is I watched Funeral Parade of Roses. I went to the Crest Theater in Sacramento. They were having this Pride movie event, and I watched Funeral Parade of Roses. It's basically this movie. It's a queer movie about this trans person in Japan and their life in Japan, and it's very, very weird and also a bit bloody. So if you guys aren't into that, don't watch it. I'm not into it. I really didn't know what the movie was about going into it, and it was a bit bloody. So watch out for that. And it's a little bit weird. It's a very weird art house type movie. I feel like I really wouldn't watch that type of movie unless I went to what I did, which was a showing of it at a really cool theater, and my friend invited me. I think it's good for me to branch out and watch these weird movies. I think it's also from the 60s, and for it being from the 60s, it is a very, very, I will say, very cool movie. I'm glad I watched it once. Will I watch it again ever in my life? Probably not. Would I recommend it to you? If you are a film buff, if you are a film bro, okay, a letterbox warrior, and you love weird type movies, then yes, go watch it. If you want to watch something fucking weird and afterwards you want to be what the fuck did I just watch? Yes, go watch it. Also, I think for it being in the 60s, it's very, very groundbreaking. It's very, obviously, it's showing queerness, but also, the cinematography is actually really beautiful. And there's this, they kind of do a mixed media thing. And the way they tell the story is very, very interesting. And it's very, for the 60s, this is a very groundbreaking film. And very, yeah, if I couldn't even imagine being from the 60s and watching this movie, I'd be what the fuck? That's pretty much it for On Ox. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And hopefully next week I'll be back in my room. I don't want my podcast to be on the go all the time because I know the episode before last week's was outside camping. I think it's fun here and there, but I don't want to do it all the time. I want to establish a podcast theme, but I think this was cute. This was fun. And, you got to do what you got to do. I feel like if I didn't do this, I would have no podcast this week. So I got a few DMs and messages from people offering to make promo reels for me from the podcast because I talked about it in my last episode. And I'm just like, thank you guys so much for reaching out. I need to respond to them actually. But yeah, thank you guys so much for reaching out. And also, Patreon. Again, Patreon plug. Go over to Patreon. I'm about to film the extended episode, so go over to Patreon if you would like to show some extra support. We've gotten so many new patrons this past week because I know a lot of y'all are nosy and also want to look into my relationship as well. And like me posting that relationship video, got a lot of new page. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I advertised that on my Instagram, knowing people would subscribe to my Patreon because I know people be nosy and want to look into my relationship. Not that this is no shade, because I'm the exact same way. And I was strategic about that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna share this on my stories, and people are probably gonna. And I got a bunch of new patrons, and now we have a whole even bigger community on there. So thank you so much. Love ya. Thank you for supporting this. Literally, my patrons are what make this podcast possible. I always tell them that, but literally, I probably wouldn't do this podcast without my patrons, for real. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you guys next week, and make an edit of me. Bye. Let me show you guys Yeti. Here's Yeti. Oh, he's sleeping. He's in a deep slumber right now, so not gonna wake him up completely, but he's so cute. Oh.